How we doing, Card Nation? Definitely a lot of stuff I want to get to tonight. You'll see there's a lot of packs out. As you notice, tonight is not live, and there's a reason for that. With so much preparation needing to go into the monthly giveaway video, which I'm going to release tomorrow, I just had to devote some time to that. Couldn't really go live tonight, so I'm recording this one so that, you know, we can still open some things and hang out. Just some things I wanted to talk about. We do have opening day. We're going to do a couple pharmacy boxes tonight, and then send you on your way. This is pretty cool. My wife works with a guy, Mets fan, who went to Nationals Park on Saturday. They were giving away these radios, kind of earbud radios that you can listen to the home radio broadcast in the stadium. So those were pretty cool. It was pretty nice of him to give us one so that I can listen to that when I go to Nationals games. Wanted to stick out some of my favorite relic cards out here as well. Max Scherzer Zimmerman, and I really like the Eric Fetty that's signed as well from Spectra. Not sure if he'll actually live up to first round expectations, but just a cool card. So we'll go ahead and break into those. A couple other things I wanted to talk about. As you guys know, my faith's very important to me as well. I've mentioned it a couple times on the channel. So I wanted to talk a little bit about Sunday at church. They were going over the greatest commandment, which I know a lot of you might know, some of you might not as well. In Matthew 22, Jesus was asked by the Pharisees, what's the greatest commandment in the law, as they were trying to test him to see if he really was who they said they were, because the Pharisees were worried about losing power. So they asked, what is the greatest commandment in the law? To which Jesus responded, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment, the second of which is like it, love your neighbor as yourself. All the laws and prophets hang on these two commandments. We get 2018 opening day in this one. And basically there, I think this is kind of just laws for, you know, every person to live by, but it's definitely something every Christian should live by, as Jesus said it as a commandment. There's a cool Reese Hoskins rookie. But one of those of, you know, love the Lord first. Don't put idols first. And that can be any number of things. To some people, sports is an idol. A lot of times it's what's the first thing you think about in the morning, or the last thing you think about at night. You know, what's holding you back from being the absolute best you can. You know, if you're a Christian, what's holding you back from, you know, going to church on Sundays, or helping out with ministry or Sunday school, or, you know, what are you putting priority ahead of God? And all of us have done it. To me, sometimes my pride gets in the way. Work used to get in the way a lot. Okay, this one did say team set inside. It looks like we have the Royals team set. I don't know why they do this, but I guess it's pretty cool. Danny Duffy's really good through the mail. You can send it to the Kansas City Stadium. There's also an address on sportscollectors.net for those of you that are interested. But I think the second commandment is even harder, which he said, love your neighbor as yourself. It's a nice rookie card. Just because, you know, you don't always get along with your neighbor. So how are you supposed to love them as yourself if you don't really get along with them? Or more so, they don't love you back. You know, they might be your boss, a difficult coworker. You know, how are you supposed to love them if, you know, they don't reciprocate, or you don't want to love them you don't want to love them unless they love you first, type of thing. And that is challenging. That's challenging for all of us. And that's, you know, why there's a lot of problems in the world. But Sunday's sermon dealt with that, and it also dealt with work. How can we show that love when we're at work? And I've just been thinking about a lot That's 1983. So it's just something I've been thinking about a lot. I'm getting involved in the church more. We've become members of our church and are helping out in some ministry stuff. So that's picking up for me in the next couple weeks. But just something to think about as part of Monday Musings. And I'd love to hear too, if you guys have any faith-related questions, you can feel free to ask those as well. Faith and baseball, two of my favorite things. This is a Clint Hurdle. Gary Pettis. These are 1986. Steve Bedrosian. But I just figured I'd come on and call Mark Williamson and talk to you guys about some things that I've been thinking about a lot, and sharing some things, sharing a little insight, a little information. I remember these Donruss Preferred. Are they numbered at all? No. Luis Castillo. Man, he gave the Nationals a hard time. There's another Mark Williamson. I think that's 3. Glenn Wilson. So far, I'm not thrilled with this box. I think because there's 100 cards. Well, the first like 15 was the Kansas City Royals team set. Let's see. There's 2 Jeff Brantleys. They did not sort these things incredibly well. Steve Bedrosian again. There's a checklist from 87. So far we're halfway through there, and this has been potentially one of the most disappointing of the pharmacy boxes that I've opened. We got Mark Kotze. I do like those Fleers, but it'd be bad if that's the highlight of the box. Edgar Martinez, that's an old card. 91. Jeff King, Harold Baines, Hall of Famer, whether you really think he was or not. BJ Surhoff, another good through the mail guy. Mike Stanton. David Justice. I don't believe that's a... Nope, that's not a rookie. Oh, Christian Guzman. I remember going to games, I think the first year they were in D.C. He was just announcing Christian Guzman. Kind of hold it out. Well, he batted .219 his first year in D.C., so there were definitely some hiccups with those teams. We're definitely a lot better now, which, you know, I love watching the team now. I know a lot of people are wondering what the response... well, there's like tornadoes. It's odd. I know a lot of people are wondering what the response is going to be like when Bryce Harper comes back. Hey, there you go. You can go to the 2002 Home Run Derby. Probably a decade or two too late for that. Bet that counts as one of our cards, though. But I personally think he's going to get booed. Mainly because if he had gone anywhere else, I think the fans would have cheered him. I also think the fans would have cheered him if it was very obvious that the Nationals didn't try to re-sign him. And I read something that the Washington Post story they did, but basically Harper was offered 2 contracts with the Nationals. One that was 10 years, $300 million. One that was 12 for $250. When he said he wanted a longer-term deal, didn't take either. Even after the first offer, he didn't even engage with the team. Didn't respond back to it. It's almost like when you send a kid a text message and they don't respond. So then you have to follow up, and then they finally get back to you. That's kind of what it was like. And then you go to Tim Raines. Then you go of the team. I appreciate what he did for the city. I think he was more of a distraction than anything. But no, I believe he'll get. Let me know if if you think he'll be or not, or what you think the... Who's that? Studio. What you think the impression will be tomorrow night. I think it's a nationally televised game. So I'd assume most of you are probably going to watch if you can. So I'd love to hear what you think the reactions might be. I don't think it's going to be too strong. But I do think a lot of Phillies fans are going to come down. Rick Porcello. Now we're getting to some of the newer ones. But overall, you know, not a very good box. Mark Melanson. Kind of glad I didn't do this one live. You guys didn't have to sit through all that and see pretty much nothing get pulled. Jay Bruce. Chris Owings. Who we got? Jeanmar Gomez. He's another guy who puts Bible verses on all his cards when he signs, which is pretty nice. Down the scope, and well, this is cool. Very last card in the box. I'll take it. Leaf. Rookie of Reese Hoskins. In case anybody likes to read the backs. 2017 Leaf. Which, I don't know actually what sets those came out of or whatever. I'll put that in the sleeve. We'll go ahead and move on to the next pharmacy box. We hope everybody's having a good week so far. Does anybody have any? Did anybody do anything exciting over the weekend? You can leave that in the comments as well. This one I think is cool. On the very front's Brandon Beachy rookie card. I was surprised to see he's on the Richmond Flying Squirrels roster, which, you know, if I can, I like to get to a game up there at least at some point during the summer, just because they're really good as far as the entertainment factor goes. So it'd be cool. That's another card I might be able to try to get signed in person, which I will say, be on the lookout for those. I'll be doing some in-person autograph videos when my local team returns next Thursday. Also, be sure to tune in. I'm going to try and get it posted tomorrow afternoon. The monthly giveaway for March. So I went ahead today and sorted through all the YouTube videos and did the comment picker. I did not filter out duplicate comments. So the more you, or duplicate users. So the more you commented, the better of a chance you had to get your name pulled. So those have been done. Jerry's Baseball Cards 2018 got an extra entry in it because he referred someone to the channel who commented that they were sent here by Jerry. So you can do that as well and get an extra entry into April's giveaway. There's the Brandon Beachy rookie. But we'll announce that the winner of that's going to get a Rough Riders pack that I'm going to pull out. They're also going to get, that's a, no, I thought it might have been a rookie, but it's not. They're also going to get a Card Nation pack, which we'll spin the wheel and see what specialty card you'll get. But then you'll also get a pack from your favorite team. So when I announce the winner, just make sure you reach out to me. And awesome, Freddie Freeman rookie card. Look at that. Corners look pretty good. Beautiful card. 2011 Series 1. Wow. Yeah, that'll get sleeved up. This box is already better than the other one. I can just quit right now. Okay, thank you all for tuning in. It's been a great video. No, just kidding. I'll go through the rest because I love baseball cards. Desmond Jennings rookie. But yeah, so make sure you keep commenting in April. You'll get a chance to win the big prize for the month of April. Also, you want to help me get to 200 subscribers, I'll have a giveaway for that as well. There's Pat Valleca rookie, which he just got called up, I think, to replace Daniel Murphy as he got injured. Speaking of injuries, I lost Miguel Andujar for the season, it looks like. Yuli Gurriel. He is in my Dynasty League, so I'll just have to hold on to him on the roster because you know, if I drop him, somebody else will pick him up and hold on to him and keep him for next year. So it's too bad, but it is what it is. That's cool. Bo Jackson, him breaking the bat over his knee. That guy was all man. Rich Dodson, I think he's with maybe Charlotte. He might be their pitching coach. Roy Smalley. Ron Karkveiss. There's Bob Melvin. Kind of looks like him. Steve Wapnick. Hopefully you guys aren't getting sick. I flipped these cards upside down and every which way and all around. Now I won't do it more than I have to. Jeff Montgomery. Eddie Pearson. Prince William Cannons for the White Sox. Those are pretty cool. Are those a who makes those? Classic. Yeah, they did a lot of the minor league cards. Let's see, we got a couple backwards. Tim Hewlett, Bill Lindsay, Rich Rodriguez, Mike Moore. It's cool. Jack Morris, Diamond Kings. He was a good pitcher. Spike Owen. Here's another 1993 Topps checklist. Here's an 84 Mike Flanagan. Nice card there. I know Joe's really gonna like that one. As you can see, Flanagan didn't get all the kudos of a Jim Palmer. Look there, 79, 23-9 with a 3.08 ERA. So thinking of stats tomorrow, in addition to the giveaway, we'll also have the studs and duds from today's games, which I'm currently watching the Braves and Cubs. But I think David Hess from the Orioles is in the running. Mike Clevenger's in the running. Both had really good games. I haven't really looked at the hitters' numbers yet. Felipe Alou, that's pretty cool. But I haven't really looked at the hitters' numbers yet to see who might be the studs there. Real hard time is picking out the duds, because you know you can watch SportsCenter and it'll almost tell you who the studs are. But the duds, you have to, you know, look at box scores, see how many people got left on base. There's 2002 Topps, 2004 Topps total. These signed really well. Were good material. Barry Bonds. And hopefully some of the duds, like I almost picked Paul Goldschmidt to be the dud when I first started doing it, and then he hit 3 home runs the next day. So hopefully guys like Jeimer Candelario, who, you know, wore the dud hat yesterday, you know, that'll be just what they need to turn it around. It'll be like my version of Colbert bump. The Stephen Colbert does, says he has somebody on his show and then they just perform amazingly after that. They sell a lot of books or a lot of tickets at the movie theater or whatever they were on the show for. Brian Snyder. There's a Daniel Murphy. Is this from the National League team set? So I don't know if I have that one or not. I don't know if they did an image variation. There's a Luis Severino rookie card. All-Star 2016 card. Let me put that over here with the Freeman. It's pretty cool. We've got, I don't know if this one will have a hit in it or not, but we've got some really good rookies so far. Adam Eaton. Because we pulled the Freddie Freeman, which is awesome. The Severino would usually be, you know, a box hit itself, but, you know, pulling the Freeman is awesome. That definitely tops it. I also like getting guys that I know signed through the mail, like the BJ Surhoff, because to me that's almost like a, see, where does it end? There it is. Oh, and there's a football card. Because to me, getting a guy that signs through the mail is pretty much like pulling an auto out of a box. Michael Carter. So if anybody wants a little football insight, there you go. Jim Olander. There's a Bobby Bowe. So on the New York Mets retirement plan, which is what I'd like to be on. Which I saw the Nationals second offered Harper. I think it said he was getting deferred. He'd be getting deferred payments until 2072, which, you know, I'm definitely glad the Nationals didn't sign him to that, because I'm worried enough about the budget and the payroll, the fact that they're going to have all these guys that, you know, are going to be getting paid by the team that have long since retired. Let's see, 81. Got some old cards in these. Star rookies. Carlos Delgado. Look at that. That's awesome. He's listed as a catcher. Did anybody know he started as a catcher? That is sweet. This is going to challenge to Freddie Freeman, I believe. In my opinion. Wow. The backstop topped the league in walks. Look at that. Still improving behind the plate. Notched a 34% caught stealing rate in 1993. Carlos Delgado, rookie catcher. I'll go over with the hits. Can't even remember what I was talking about now. Joe Carter. I know I'm a little all over the place tonight, but that's why it's called Monday Musings. That's an old. It's got a crease in it. What year is this card from? Heck, I don't even know. Does anybody even know what this is? If you have any idea what this card actually is, leave it in the comments. It looks very, very old baseball's all-time greats. You can see there's a big crease down the middle as I get the light just right on it. But wow, it looks early 80s. To me, that's what it looks like. Get some more flipped around here. So we finish up this pharmacy box. Willie Wilson, Lance Parrish. So this one will kind of be abbreviated tonight. I'll shoot the opening of that opening day box. And then tomorrow you'll have that with the studs and duds, and then the giveaway winner. So it should be a pretty good video. Andy Van Slyke, looks like he's taking a picture of who knows what, and it looks like down here in the corner someone's taking a picture of him. Talking about it's like Inception. A picture of a picture being taken. Hopefully whoever he's taking a picture of is taking a picture as well. Jeff Calhoun, Kevin Seitzer, Mel Hall. Jeff Zahn. There's a 1983 Fleer checklist. You can see some of the guys that are on there. Ricky Henderson. I don't recognize some of those other guys. Larry Boa, Bill Buckner. There's Eric Fox, Dennis Eckersley, Mike Greenwell from the Red Sox, Mark Lemke, Frank Williams, and here we got Zach Duke for the Cardinals. There's a Dansby Swanson rookie card. That's pretty nice. Series 1. Let me put that off to the side. I don't believe I have that one. Giancarlo Stanton and Matt Bush. So overall for those pharmacy boxes, I didn't think we did terrible. We did pretty bad on the first one. I don't think we did, you know, awful on the second one, just because of the rookies that we hit. We go over those one more time. In this video, we got Dansby Swanson, the really cool Carlos Delgado catcher for the Blue Jays. We got Louis from the Yankees. The big hit, Freddie Freeman from the Braves. I don't believe I have that one. And Reese Hoskins. So just wanted to send you all out with just the words from earlier. You know, make sure, you know, you're abiding by the greatest commandment. All of us should do that. You know, love the Lord first and foremost, above all. Love your neighbor as yourself. Make sure you're doing something nice for somebody. You know, you're taking care of your neighbors, providing for them, meeting their needs. You know, thank you all for tuning in. Please let me know in the comments as well. You know, if you've done something nice for somebody, I'd love to hear about it. You know, let's spread some love. Let's spread some joy. Let's shine our lights. You know, the Bible says our lights are not meant to be hidden. You know, they're meant to be shown for all to see. You know, the love and the passion and the compassion of Jesus Christ. So let's just share our lights. Let's share some love with those around us. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow.